exploded, sending flames shooting hundreds of feet into the air and across all 4 lanes of the interstate and then spread to nearby homes. Several homes, at least 5 tonight, have been all but destroyed. The interstate melted down, shut down. Several other roads at this hour are also closed. So there is still plenty of going on, even though the fire itself has been put out. The explosion you'll see here from some video we have has left an undeniable mark on this community of Sissonville. We have a view from the air when this happened. There is now a visible scar that can be seen from miles away. As I mentioned, those flames today sweeping across all 4 lanes of the interstate. And something we will talk about is what many people are calling a miracle, that would happen on such a busy stretch of road, a major artery here in West Virginia, and no drivers were seriously hurt. Crews are here now working into the night. They're surveying the damage. The Kanawha County Emergency Operations Center is set up. The Salvation Army is here, all trying to see exactly what has gone wrong. Now, although they don't know what caused this explosion, they have said tonight there are no fatalities and no reports of major injuries, even though this has rocked through 5 homes and taken them down. No one is seriously hurt. Just unbelievable. With all of this going on, Sissonville High School has now been turned into a staging area. The governor was there just a couple of hours ago to give an update and give out some information. Alex Snyder is there. He joined us live now with more.
Live here at Sissonville High School, things are starting to calm down a little bit more. A few more state police cars leaving every now and then, but some parents still coming to pick up their kids. Now, school buses have been making their way in and out of the parking lot. Looks like they're dropping off kids from other schools, and their parents are picking them here at Sissonville High School. Route 21 is open now to the north. It was closed since about 12:45 when that explosion occurred. But we talked to the governor earlier when he gave a press conference here at Sissonville High School, and he says it was just fortuitous that nobody was home at the time of the explosion.
They were just lucky enough not to be home. I was told that one gentleman had just gone rabbit hunting, and he was the only one in the house. So just hours or so before, people were either on work or just away from their homes. So that's the fortunate things, because had there been people in the homes, obviously it could have been disastrous.
They say north or south on the interstate because of the explosion as well.
All right, Alex, thank you. Well, we know this explosion has not only shaken the community here in Sissonville, but all over, because, it's kind of a small town feeling. You either know someone who lives in Sissonville or you work with someone from Sissonville, and so everyone was worried about who was affected here and exactly what had gone wrong. Brooks DeRose has been here live on the scene since the very get-go. He's seen exactly how all of this went down. Nothing really like we've seen around here before.
And you just wouldn't believe just seeing all of the flames shooting through the air. Now it's kind of switched from emergency mode into repair and investigation mode, and off to this way. You can see on the interstate there are several crews out there that are working to repair the interstate. We're told West Virginia Paving is out there, and they're hoping that in the next couple of hours they can at least temporarily patch over the interstate to get a couple lanes of traffic moving once again. Here on Route 21, though, it's a much different story, as they are still trying to repair some power poles that were damaged so they can get Route 21 open again. A lot of students just now maybe even getting home from school, as well as traffic sitting at a standstill trying to be able to get home. Now, earlier today, many of the neighbors who live around there say it was just a normal afternoon when all of a sudden they heard the explosion, but then when they came outside and saw the flames, it wasn't so much seeing the flames that was amazing, seeing them 200 feet in the air, but it was also hearing the roar. Hear what one neighbor has to say about it.
We was just sitting in the house, and we just lived right over the hill from where it happened, and the ground started rumbling, and the windows were shaking. It felt like it shook the whole house. And then I heard on the news website that there had been a gas explosion, and I walked down here, and I didn't realize it was as close as it was to our house.
When you see that, wow, hard to believe, and just seeing that was one thing, but now it's trying to get back to normal as 1,600 people are still without power in and around the Sissonville area. So it's going to be quite some time as emergency crews try to figure out what happened here. Now, we've had both power crews and gas crews on the scene trying to assess the damage, Jessica, and at this point, you can see, maybe you can see behind us here, the road is still shut down, but you can see AEP is there repairing some of those power lines. They want to be able to at least get one of these lanes open. And off to the left, you can't really see there, but near those red lights is where there are several homes that are destroyed. They're reduced to rubble. 5 to 6 homes were told, and several other homes are on the ground, and several other homes have melted siding, other damage. We were just down there a little bit ago. It's really amazing to see and to think no one was hurt in all this.
That's something people are going to talk about for a long time to come, that this would happen and nobody in their home that was taken to the ground was seriously injured. The sad part, though, we're grateful that lives were not lost. Now these people have to figure out, especially at this time during the holidays, where do we go? Tonight we can let you know there are places that will take them in. There has been an emergency shelter set up. Now, if you know someone affected in one of those homes, please let them know that they can go to Aldersgate Methodist Church here in Sissonville. It will be open all night long. And, of course, as always, the Salvation Army is here. The Red Cross will be coming in to make sure that everybody has a warm, safe place to stay tonight. You know, we've been talking about I-77 right across from us. Just an unbelievable situation today. The interstate virtually melted, and so many drivers caught off guard as they're simply traveling down the interstate, and flames come from the ground below. We have video of the drivers of a moving van who had no choice but to drive through the flames because it happened so quickly. There was no time to stop. The fire damaged their truck, even caused the windshield to crack. If you can imagine what a scary situation to get caught in. We talked with them this afternoon. They say, truly, they're glad they weren't hurt, but hope to never experience anything like this again.
We saw on the side of the road just the earth coming up and raining down on top of us. We slowed down, and when we looked behind us, there was a ball of fire coming at us. And that's when we noticed that everything was coming down on the top of the truck.
And all of a sudden, we just hear this, like, 5 explosions going off. I look over to the right. I'm thinking somebody's blasting dynamite. And just the ground coming up into the sky. Looking up, and then it just started raining down on top of the vehicle.
Now, of course, they're in a bit of a situation as well. They have to wait for a new truck to come in so they can actually make their own way back home. And you want to talk about timing. We welcome back our former reporter, Amanda Barron, to the News Channel 3 team this week. Those were the moving drivers that were helping her move back to her home in the Charleston area. Unbelievable. So she was not far behind the moving truck when this explosion happened. She is joining us live on the phone tonight to tell us what she saw and felt.
Jessica, those movers actually just left my house about 5 minutes ago, and I've got to tell you, they are going home with just such a renewed sense of gratitude because they made it through. They said the difference was about 5 seconds. 5 seconds really could have made the difference of whether or not they made it through that explosion. And I have to tell you, there is such a sigh of relief being breathed at my house and really everywhere that everybody is okay, amazingly, out of all of this. These are 2 grown men you'd home there, and they were definitely shaken to their core.
I can't imagine. And what a way for you to come back, Amanda. You cover emergency situations. I'm sure you thought you would never actually be caught in the middle of one.
Jessica, I have to tell you, and being just a regular old spectator today, just a person who happened to be on the road about 10 minutes behind that moving truck, timing is everything, but it was actually very scary. I'm so used to being in those situations with my game face on and ready to report and around all of those first responders, and being there just kind of off on Route 21, watching it with my own eyes, I have to tell you, truly was scary. The heat that you felt from those flames is like nothing I've ever felt before. That was absolutely intense. It was incredible.
Well, we are obviously very grateful that you are safe, that everyone else is safe, and that is the really surprising end result of all this tonight, is that all of this went on and no one was seriously hurt. We have talked about the flames shooting across all 4 lanes of I-77. Just an unbelievable situation. We know it's one of the busiest roads in West Virginia. It is closed tonight, but what will provide a lot of relief, especially for people who drive that stretch of road often, there are crews over there right now working to repair all the damage and get the interstate back open. Now, they are on it right now at this moment, so we'll see how long it takes to get everything up and running again. They are really just scrambling now to come up with a plan to get traffic flowing. News Channel 3's Kathleen Moxley has been there on I-77 today to try to follow the progress, the damage, everything that's gone on. She has a look now as well.
Jessica, we all know how congested travel can be on a typical day during rush hour. Today, this has been a total traffic nightmare. I-77 has been closed the entire afternoon and evening and is expected to be so until tomorrow afternoon. Right now, traffic is being diverted to I-79 here behind me. This gas explosion, actually the gas line goes under the interstate, both north and southbound lanes. We can show you a shot of what it looked like when that explosion happened. Flames taking over the interstate. Now, no one was hurt in that fire, but there were some vehicles damaged. The fire actually melted and crumbled the interstate. An emergency paving crew has been called in to fix this as soon as they can. They're actually getting started probably right now as we speak, if not very soon. We did speak with DOT Secretary Paul Maddox earlier at a press conference. Here's some of what he had to say.
It's baked, it's very crumbly, a lot of debris all over the roadway. It's about 800-foot section on each side that we'll be removing the old asphalt down to the original concrete interstate roadway and then building that asphalt back up.
Now, if you are planning to travel through the Sissonville area, specifically I-77, you do need to expect to have to take a detour. There will be quite a bit of a delay. Right now, drivers are being diverted to I-79 here behind me. Another road that many take through the Sissonville area is Route 21. However, it has been closed all evening as well, except to emergency vehicles. Jessica?
All right, Kathleen, thank you. And a very quick update as well from Kanawha County Schools. They do have the buses running to get the kids home tonight. Obviously, they have to take different routes, so it will take longer to get the kids safely back home to you. We also want to talk a little bit more about these power outages. You have a lot of people here that now do not have power. So we want to do everything we can do to help them stay informed. So if you know someone without power and they're trying to get information, they're trying to get updates, please let them know we are providing constant information for you tonight on Facebook and Twitter, and they can also download the WSAZ mobile app on their Facebook. So if they have smartphones, they do have access to the updates we're going to be providing. You know, there's still a lot going on here in Sissonville tonight, so we will be here, Tim, to continue our live coverage.
All right. Hey, thanks, Jess. And we have received some amazing photos from the explosion that some of our viewers sent in. They've been sending them in really all afternoon. This is taken just minutes after the explosion happened. You can see the flame just starting up above that hillside in Sissonville. There were several vantage points that people had from different areas around Sissonville, from some rooftops and also from some mountaintops. Now, we received this one, too. This shows the flames spreading across the interstate, obviously shot from the inside of someone's car. Just, I don't know, in fact, we're not even sure whether that was north or southbound. And then this one, this was sent in, this was an aftermath of I-77. And you can actually look, it looks like a moonscape, or the way Mars, the surface of Mars looked from the Mars rover. Burned highway, the color completely burned right off the exit 114 sign. And you can see the words Sissonville and Pocatalico exit still on there. It says 1/4 or a half mile away, but some of the guardrails in that area just melted. You can go to WSAZ.com and check out the full story with the latest information on the fire, along with more photos that were sent in from e-reporters, and they will continue, and we encourage you to continue to send in more pics at WSAZ.com, and we will have much more from the scene with Jessica in just a few moments. Over the years, we've covered similar explosions. In fact, there was one we covered in Ivell, Kentucky, in Floyd County, near the Pike County line in 2004.